Hi, hello. So, if you have somehow stumbled upon this video, welcome to part one of a personal pet project of mine. I am planning on filming monthly pickup videos for 2025 and onward to keep track of what I bought, when I bought it, why I bought it, and where I bought it. This is not that. This is 2024 Genesis pickups. And I am starting with the Sega Genesis, the Sega Mega Drive, because it is a lower stakes video for me to test how this is working, that I didn't have to drag out 20 plus games for any system. Instead, we started with a smaller one. So if you are here, I don't know why you're here, but enjoy listening to me talk about mostly old ass video games. So I bought a Sega Genesis in 2023 along with 4 games that year. So these are games 5 through 10 of my Sega Genesis library. The first Sega Genesis game that I purchased in 2024 is Disney's Aladdin. This game is complete. I bought it at Retro Raven in Macon for $22. Aladdin is a Sega published game, which is why I was particularly interested in it. It's a pretty good platformer. This is the 4th best-selling game on the Genesis. My second Genesis pickup of the year was, actually that is not correct, it was Super Monaco Grand Prix. They were in alphabetical order, not chronological order. I need to pay attention to that next time. My second pickup of the year was Super Monaco Grand Prix. I bought this on eBay. It's complete. I had the manual turned backwards to make it lay down flat. I'll turn it around eventually. I bought this on eBay for $9.50. Also Sega published, and as a Formula One fan of pretty much 20 years now, of course this series is of particular interest to me. Very impressive for the time. Well, luckily for me, I bought this the same day. I bought this locally for $4. I do not think that Mortal Kombat is a particularly good fighting game series, and I have pretty much always felt that way. But for $4, hey, it's not a bad deal. Missing the hang tab, but not a deal breaker for me. Everything else is there. The manual's in really good shape. The cartridge is in really good shape for a Genesis cartridge. It's kind of amazing how far this series came in terms of character, number of characters, and such through the first few entries. The first game in the series is pretty bare bones. The next 3 games I actually bought all in one purchase on eBay. So these are the 3 games, and the one I bought it for was NBA Jam. I bought all 3 games for a total of $8.50, which is less than NBA Jam goes for by itself. I was mostly concerned about the condition of NBA Jam, since it was the game I was buying this for. Pretty good shape. So these are basically freebies. PGA Tour Golf 2 has a little bit of case damage right there, but otherwise looks pretty good. It's a thick, chunky manual in that game. One of the better early golf games on the Genesis. It kind of surprised me just how PC-like it is. It's very, very obviously that this game has some kind of roots on the PC. And then finally, NBA Live 95, which is a late Genesis game. No manual. Cartridge wants to pop out. And a little bit of case damage on that corner also, but not too bad for basically free. So to recap quickly, because I think I missed saying some dates, I bought Aladdin. Let me pull these back down and get everything in view again. I bought Aladdin on April 13th, Super Monaco Grand Prix on April 15th. Later that day, I stumbled upon this locally. So 2 April 15 games, and then I bought all 3 sports games on eBay on July 11th. And then finally, the bonus game for this video, because it fits better here than anywhere else, is I bought a complete in-box copy of Virtual Racing Deluxe for the 32X for $25 on July 8th. I do not own a 32X, so I can't tell you anything about this particular cartridge. I have played this game emulated. I have played other versions of Virtual Racing Deluxe, and up until the arcade-based version was released on Switch, this was the definitive way to play the game at home. And in some ways it still is, since it has extra tracks. Virtual Racing is a fascinating series that I could probably make an hour-long video talking about the different versions by itself. A lovely game, and I particularly wanted a boxed copy of this for when and if I do get a Sega 32X.